Hey everybody, Extrasify here. Welcome back to another gold making video. In today's video, guys, I'm going to be going over what is quickly becoming my newest favorite dungeon to farm for transmog, and there's quite a few reasons why, so let's jump into the video. We are of course talking about Hellfire Ramparts, and like I said, this dungeon is quickly becoming my new favorite dungeon to farm for transmog. Now, I've talked about this dungeon before in the past, basically with how quick it is to do these 10 runs. It doesn't take you more than like 15 minutes. Each run is like 2.5 minutes. It's super quick, and you actually get a lot of transmog. It's really great for filling out your auction house if you're newer to making gold with transmog. Obviously, the more items you have on your auction house, the better, and you get a really solid amount of pieces for how quick these runs take. Now, what you're looking out for here is mainly any green weapons. The weapons in TBC actually have a pretty high sale rate and a high value because a lot of them are unique appearances or look really cool and different. And on top of that, a couple nice sets to look out for from this dungeon would be the Bone Chewer set, is a really expensive and nice looking leather set, as well as the Blood Scale set, which is a bit of a revealing set for plate. This dungeon is quickly approaching my new favorite dungeon of all time for transmog farming. It's always done me so well, and you also have a chance for rare TBC world drops like the epic plans and patterns. So overall, this dungeon is absolutely insane. Real quick, guys, if you enjoy my content and want to support the channel, make sure to like and subscribe, as that really helps grow the channel and push it to more people. And on top of that, if you happen to want to financially support the channel, make sure that you subscribe, and then you can click the join to become a member of this channel. It's only $4.99 a month, and please only do it if you can afford it. Obviously, that's not necessary, but I appreciate any of you guys that decide to do so. Thank you for the support as always, and let's get back into the video. Alright, now that we know how to farm this dungeon, let's go ahead and jump into some of the loot. I decided to keep everything that was worth over 100 gold, which is unusual to my 50 run series. If you guys have seen those videos where I keep everything worth about 1,000 gold or more. But I figured just with these 10 quick runs that I did, I'll show you guys pretty much everything that I got. So starting with this row, nothing crazy here, nothing really too noteworthy, but items worth a couple hundred gold or so. So definitely nice to fill out the auction house. Now another thing to note is that I actually vendored probably a good 10 to 15 pieces of gear that was worth in between 50 to 100 gold. So if you guys post cheaper mogs like that, then you will definitely have quite a bit more. Then moving on to this middle row, this is stuff worth about 500 gold or so. So we have a few of these boots, nice hat, and this limb staff here, which actually has a really nice region value of about 6,000 to 7,000. So make sure to check your auction house for items like these. We have this really nice cloak for about 4,000 to 5,000. Again, we have another really unique, cool looking staff. It's actually a unique appearance. It's cheap on my realm, but it has a 10,000 gold region value. We got this really nice looking mace here that is, again, kind of cheaper on my realm, but has about a 15,000 gold region value. And then similar with this polearm as well. It only shares one other appearance, and it's worth a couple thousand gold region wide. Then we have a couple of these waistbands. Not sure why they're super expensive, but definitely won't complain. We got two world drop BOEs. They are both gloves, interestingly enough. These cool gloves of piety for a few thousand region wide, and the gloves of ferocity, which is leather gloves, for about 1,500 on my realm. Obviously, I play on a full pop realm, if you guys don't know, so a lot of these prices will be cheaper on my realm as everyone farms transmog. And as far as the blood scale set, we unfortunately did not get the chest piece or the leggings, which is what you're really after, as those are super expensive. As you can see, if you get the leggings, they are several thousand gold. And if you get the breastplate, similarly, they are a few thousand gold as well. So not really going to keep these, I don't think, as they're super cheap on my realm, because the only items people care about are the chest piece and the leggings. But overall, just wanted to highlight the blood scale set. And unfortunately, we didn't get any of the Bone Chewer set. The Bone Chewer set looks really cool and is really unique and is worth an absolute ton of gold. I mean, just look at how cool that breastplate looks, man. You're like a blood elf. I love it. Moving along from that, we have a couple world drop patterns. So we have the Formula Enchant Chest Greater Stats. There's actually none on my auction house, which is really surprising. Like I said, I play on a full pop realm. So quite surprised to see that. A few thousand gold on market value, but about 12,000 gold region wide. And lastly, a crappy Outland jewel crafting pattern. These things drop so often when farming TBC dungeons, they're not worth very much. But, you know, a few hundred gold won't hurt. And then last but not least, guys, the amazing drop that we got in this dungeon. We got the War Scythe of the Aurora. Dude, I had no idea about this weapon. I don't know why it has such an amazing value. Well, I mean, I guess I get it. Look at how sick that looks, you know? It's absolutely insane looking. Currently, there's one on my auction house for 60,000 gold. Region value about 80,000. I feel like that's probably a bit inflated. You know, I'd probably sell this. I could expect to get maybe 10, 20,000 for it. And it will take a little while to sell, obviously, but it does look really, really cool. So guys, let's now open my loot appraiser, and I will show you the looted item value as well as how quick these dungeon runs took, which again is a huge factor as to why I am starting to absolutely love this dungeon. So I paused it right when we finished our 10th run, as you can see. And it only took us 13.5 minutes to do 10 lockouts. Now, obviously, if you maybe aren't going to be farming for a while, or maybe you have to go to work or something and you have 15-20 minutes to burn, you know, why not just get your 10 lockouts done for that hour, since you'll be leaving anyways, or doing something else, and get an absolute insane amount of transmogs worth a lot of gold. The looted item value for this 13.5 minute session is 82,569 gold. Now obviously these are transmogs. You will not be flying these off the auction house, as that's just how transmog works. There's definitely more supply than demand. But in general, this dungeon is really great for loading up your auction house with a ton of decent to high value items. And on top of that, you also have the rare chance of world epic drop patterns, plans, weapons, gear, all those great things as well. This dungeon is insane. I've done a 50 run episode of this a few months back. I'm kind of contemplating doing another one and seeing how those results compare to the first episode. Like I said, guys, I've been doing this dungeon pretty much every day, once or twice a day, and gosh, man, this dungeon has been so good to me. So if you're into farming transmog and you are not yet farming Hellfire Ramparts, I highly recommend it. I think this dungeon gets really underappreciated and is very much so slept on. So go ahead and farm this dungeon. Let me know if you get any amazing drops in the comment section below. And I'll also link my 50 runs episode in the description of this video that I recorded a few months back, so you can see the results there. Other than that, guys, that's all I got for you in today's episode. If you enjoyed, make sure to check out my other gold making guides. And if you enjoyed, like and subscribe. It always helps growing the channel. And I appreciate all your guys' love and support lately. It is always very much appreciated. With that being said, thanks again for watching today's video. Good luck with your auction house sales, and I'll see you guys in the next gold making video.